Carl, welcome to this week's edition of In the Dugout. We'll start off with the previous game. Last week you suffered defeat in Richard Owen's first game in charge at Whitehaven. What did you make of the game?
Oh, we started slow, yeah. We all know that, but I really felt we had a few tough calls that went against us early. Connor Scott on play one from a dropout. He was laying in the ruck and says he lost the ball. I can't really see on the video where he lost the ball, but a few calls went against us early, like I said, with that one. Richie Barnett's one was similar, and that sort of then set the trend for the rest of the game, and maybe the boys said a few things, got onto the ref a little, and it just snowballs from there. But we were disappointed. Well, I think the way we came back at them, we could have got them, and their try when I think the player lost the ball forward and said we ripped it out. I didn't really see where we ripped it out. I don't think Jason ripped it out. I think the player tried to pass it around the back and it's come out. So we got some tough calls, but listen, you get them in the season, and hopefully our luck will change and we'll get some go our way. To go to Whitehaven and lose by 5 points, they're on fire. We're disappointed.
Was it even more frustrating at times giving away penalties on the last tackle of the set and really putting themselves under pressure? Yeah,
and me being like everyone else and thinking he was being harsh on us, the coach sort of put me in my place and said they were probably penalties. So all of us see we pinned them in the in their half and got pinged on the fifth tackle 3 or 4 times, which lets them come out easy. And like I say, Richard says they were you probably can't question them. So he's the coach. Put me straight back on my seat, and I don't know if they were, but we'll see. They were gone now anyway.
There were some positive signs in that second half, weren't there? Particularly in the spell where we scored 3 tries in around 8 minutes, I think it was. If that maybe comes 5 minutes early, then potentially we could take something from the game.
Oh, what we need to take from the game, we need to start like that. Why does it take 20 points on the board to score a try and then all run back? Score another try and all run back. Well, when we score the first try, why don't we all run back? It's mentality, it's a mental thing. You've got to start like that. If we start like that, we're going to put someone to the sword. And it doesn't matter who we're playing. If we can hit it from the off, we'll have a big win coming up.
And there were a couple of half breaks late on, weren't there? In particular, Jack Downs, Jason Moranka broke the line. Seemed to be one pass away maybe from making the break towards the try line. Yeah, well, when we hit them with them 3 tries, I think Richie Barnett was on his way for the 4th, and he called it back for a 4 pass to Charlie Martin, which was marginal. So we looked good. We did with the ball. We looked good when we threw something at them. We looked a different team, to be honest. And in the wrestle, we were, you can see it's only been 2 weeks, but you can just see little bits of changes already. And in particular, the Hull lads who came in, Jack Logan, Jack Downs on dual reg. Obviously, Logan got his 2 tries. How much of a difference do you feel that they made coming into the team?
Both good lads, both really good lads. Jack's been here with us before, so he knows a few of the boys and feels comfortable around them, which is good. And Jack Downs is a real honest player, and I thought they both did well.
And a bit of news this week, Corey Hansen's left the club now. Just explain the thinking behind that. Is it a move that suits all parties?
Corey just wants to play. We can't guarantee him a place, and Himmel spoke to us about taking him. We spoke to Corey, and he wanted that to happen. He got in a pre-season, then I think he got an illness or an injury, and kept him out for a while, and he's struggled to get back in. It's one of them things. He's got some potential, but he's got to play. He needs to be playing, and he's happy to be back playing. We got him back playing, so we've done something right there.
On a personal note, looking ahead to this weekend, Pete Green set to make his 400th career appearance. Just explain a bit about what he does for this club and how influential he is.
Oh, Pete's done heaps for the club. He's won us finals and stood in coaching, and he's now back playing and coaching. But himself,
and Jamie Thackeray is their 400th career game on Sunday if they're both playing, and also Russ Spears, it's his 100th game for Doncaster. So gee, these are milestones. Good 400 games for any player is massive, and you know those two boys play in the pack as well. So for them to play 400 games is a credit to the fitness levels and the way they look after themselves.
In the game against Newcastle this week, we're playing a team who are banging form at the minute, and they've really picked up since the change in head coach. And what sort of game are you expecting from them?
Well, they like to throw the ball about. You're right. Since the coach has come in, they've been on fire. They're a good side. If you let them play, they'll burn you. So we've got to get into them. We're at home. It's a must-win game for us if we got any hope of making that top four. We have to win this game, and I'm sure if we win this one, then we give ourselves a massive chance of making the top four, which is what we need to do. So it'll be tough. It'll be tough, but it's another week training under the new coach and the players smarting after the Whitehaven game, so they'll give it everything they've got. I know they will.
And you mentioned as well the expansive style of rugby that Newcastle play. Is that going to represent a different style to the one we've had to face the last few weeks against the big Cumbrian teams who like a big battle up the middle?
Probably. Hopefully they don't go down every 2 minutes and try and slow the game down, so you know we can see a fast flowing game. We want to play quick. It looks like they like playing quick. You know, I watched their game against Hemel and I think that got slowed down a little bit for them, and they were getting frustrated. But you know, we've been frustrated the last 3 weeks now, and we just want to play quick. And if the game's if the game is played at a pace, the fans are in for a cracker because both teams will throw the ball around and go at each other. It's just who defends the best on the day, I think.
And that game as well is the first of 3 over a 7-day period. Just how challenging will that be for players and staff and all involved?
It'll be testing, but the pleasing thing is our squad is all fit. Everyone's available for selection, and the long-term injuries are back as well. So you know we're in a decent position with the amount of players who's been left out, and the squad will definitely get tested and get used to its capacity over this next week, I think.
Does this highlight the importance of bringing a big squad in the off-season, so that when, obviously it's a rarity that you're going to play so many games over a short period, but when you do, you know you've got the squad players capable of coming in and doing a job when needed? Yeah,
well, our squad's not massive. We have the hull as well we can call on if we need to. So we'll just, you know, I think Richard's already said it before, he just looks at one game at a time, and we'll see what happens on Sunday and who's fit and if they're raring to go. But I'm sure he'll have in his mind a few of the boys who don't play Sunday will probably play on the Wednesday. But like always, that's up to him and the coaching staff. But I'm sure the squad will get used.
And only a few games left now before we make the split into the 8s. How important is it that we take some momentum into that stage of the season?
Massive. You know, we want to win this next 4 and go into the playoffs with some confidence. We had some confidence leading up to the Whitehaven game, and we were confident going into that game, but we didn't get the result we wanted. So that's a setback, but we need to kick on again this week. It starts on Sunday.
Thanks, Scott.